So
32. Okay. You had to really think about it,
yeah,
Jen.
I lie a lot.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
You are now tuned into Let's Talk Podcast, where we talk less and do more. Today we have a very, very special guest, Ask Jen.
Hello, I'm
Hi.
special.
Yes, you are. Yeah, let me tell you something first before we get started.
Let's get started.
I literally, when I was thinking like I want to do a podcast, I was going through all the people. It was like I had yours, Real Talk with Adore and Daisy. It was just a few.
They're my girls.
It was only a couple, and I did Adore. I interviewed her last week.
Aww.
It was a few, very literally a few people from Detroit that I actually like studied, and then I started just going like just sourcing out the city like other people. But anyway, I'm like, oh my god, my sister was like, who would you like absolutely love to have on the show? I'm like, the people I would love to have on the show, I would never be able to have on the show. She was like, who? I'm like, probably like Jen.
Why would I never come on your show?
Because it's like, I don't know.
Why would I never come on here?
I was so nervous.
This was so easy.
I don't know. I was so nervous to ask. And then a guy was like, he was just saying like I could probably get this person for he like, and then he said you. I'm like, I can get Jen. That's my friend. I know her.
Exactly.
But then I'm like, right, we talk. Why wouldn't I just ask you? Then I asked you. You said, I was like, oh my god. I told my sister, I was like, guess
you
who?
Said, I've been so nervous. I'm like, girl,
I was so nervous. I don't know. I just was so nervous.
No, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to see the growth of your podcast and the variance of topics that you talk about. You being fearless and getting in front of the camera and getting your views. I am so happy for you, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. It was you. Then when I asked you and you said yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm asking. I'm asking. Then I asked Adore and she said yeah. I'm like,
I ask all my guests for the most part. Mm-hmm. I reach out to people and say, hey, do you want to be on your show? You got to be fearless. Like, this is your baby. You protect it. You grow it. You got to come hard about it. This is yours. You can't be scared or you're not going to get anything.
I'm learning. And what's crazy is it's like, I rather ask now because the people that like ask me, they either cancel at the last minute or it just don't work.
So I have to talk to people about this, especially with Ag Jen when people say the podcast, no disrespect to podcast, because I'm on a podcast right now. I'm on many podcasts. Ag Jen is a talk show. Mm-hmm. If you're coming on a show, you got to have something to talk about. People who don't have anything to talk about ask to come on my show. I put in a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of research into what I do. And if I can't find nothing about you, it's going to be very, very hard to have a conversation. So I actually do not like when people ask to come on my show because it's a heavier lift for me.
Because now I have to figure out. And yeah, because the people who did ask, it was like, can I come on your show? I'm like, I'll look and see. And then like, okay, what we going to talk about?
And it's a talk show. Yeah. So we gotta talk.
Like,
right?
I'm learning it's my episode when I ask, because if I'm asking you, it's something
you have a vision in mind. You know the reason.
It's something like when I asked Dorothy, I'm like, I want to tour her Pilates. I'm like, I have a podcast. I would love for you to be on. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm so happy. I was nervous.
Yeah, I was like, I want you on my show. I like to talk about like life things, and juicing is something that I want to get into, and it's just something that I feel like a lot of people don't do because they don't know about it.
I wouldn't even say a lot of people don't juice because they don't know about it. A lot of people do not juice because it's not convenient. Juicing is so time consuming, so difficult, but the benefits is there, and it's just like anything worth having is worth working hard for. So it's like, the girls need to juice, but don't worry, Dorothy gonna talk to them about
she
that.
Let her know. She
I got 3 stalks of celery in my fridge right now that I was supposed to juice on Sunday. Ain't did it.
Every time I get stuff to juice, it just go bad. And my daughter be like, "Can I have some strawberry?" No, can I just no? I'm juicing it, and she looking like it's old now.
Yeah, and she know that you've done it so many times and you never juice it. Goes in.
It was a post. It was like my spinach in the refrigerator. Rotten while I order a burger. Like,
yes.
It's just like,
watch me pull that bottle of Patron out the fridge every day.
What is your story? Like, what is your story behind coming an influencer? Because you are like, they need to make a Detroit dictionary because if it was influencer, it's like, I was just telling my friend Alexis this, who live in Houston, like, I'm like, I have Jen coming on my show. Like, they're like, oh, I'm like, she's an influencer. Like, if she posts something, I'm buying it, or I'm going, or I'm looking. It's people I never even heard about. And when you post them, I'm like, okay. And then I follow and I see. And when I've been at Pilates, she's like, Jenn is a real influencer. I think she commented on it, but like, she's a real influencer because I literally, since I went to Pilates that one time you told me to come, I've been every week.
I love that.
I done took my auntie. She can't come back, but I took her.
Why she can't come back?
She played too much. And she telling me, you ain't doing it right. I'm like, have fun. This is your last time.
You're not coming with me.
And she asked me, I'm like, can you watch me? Where you going?
You can't even tell her where you going.
I know you're not going to Pilates. I'm like, yeah, but can you watch it? You can't come with me. But what is your story behind becoming an influencer?
This is such a good question. So it's so unintentional. I just know a lot of people. Like, being a resource is probably like my biggest like value to people. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people in my life, and some of all parts, a lot of them do really great, cool things. I know people through people, and as like social media grew, I'm like, there's ways to share this. Like, this does not have to be a secret. This does not have to be, oh, my homegirl does this, or a secret kept amongst friends. I can blast these people and blow them up. And I am an avid consumer. I buy things, I go places, I do stuff. So if I have a good experience, I'm like, baby, I like to have a good time. I know a lot of people who know me, met me having a good time, and like to have a good time doing stuff. So if I'm doing it and I'm having fun, I know other people want to know. So putting that out there, and I'm like, it's just so organic. Yeah. I shop too much, I go out too much, I buy too much stuff, and it's happened to benefit me.
How did you find your niche?
How did I find my niche? That's a really good question. I have 2 older sisters. I always say my 2 older sisters are the first people who taught me how to be a friend. Mm-hmm. My oldest sister, she's 10 years older than me. Her name is Tasha. She raised me. My mom died when I was 3. My sister was 13, was taking care of me, my brother, and my sister.
I was 13 when my mom passed.
Was taking care of me, my brother, and my sister. And she had a lot of friends. And her friends did not abandon her or care about the fact that she had this 3, 5, and 1-year-old running behind her. Yeah. They would come over. They would take us everywhere that they went. So my sister taught me like how to be a really good friend and how to maintain strong friendships, right? So watching her taught me how to be a friend. Throughout my life, I've always had just really good friends, or I've had and held on to relationships for a very, very long time. And I'm like, as I got older, as I got to college, really, because where I grew up, I grew up out in Southfield. I went to Southfield schools. You going to school with people from literally kindergarten to 12th grade. You go to school with the same people your entire life. So maintaining friendships was easy. They went to your school. You saw them every day. They lived around the corner from you. Everybody knew where everybody lived. But when I got to college, I went to college with a really good friend from my high school, but I started meeting girls from other places, and I realized like everybody don't have the same relationship with friendship like me. And I was still able to maintain and have good new friends. I was like, this is a skill. Like, I just like sharing space with women. I enjoy doing things with other women. That's just how I am. And I'm like, this is something that's valuable.
And that's something that I notice about you. A lot of people in our city, of course, it's like different cliques of people. And you literally could be friends with somebody out of each of those cliques of people, and the whole time you are still Jenn.
Yeah.
Most people, when this person's with this person because they this way. She with this person because she dressed like this. She with this person because she making a video and she talking like this. But every time you are out with a different set of people, you are just Jenn. Yeah. And it's just like, it just comes natural. You are really like, you have really good friends, and you can tell that you are a good friend. You don't gatekeep.
Thank you.
You just like, I'm fangirling.
I really don't. You're so sweet to me. I really just don't believe things in life are finite. I don't think things in life are scarce. Anything that I can have, anybody I love can have too. I don't believe in having to keep things to myself so don't nobody else have it. I firmly believe that what's for me is for me and will find me. So y'all can have it too.
Right. And how do you maintain like your authenticity?
Being fake don't benefit nobody.
And it don't work.
And it don't work. And it's only so long you can be fake, right? I'm like, I be outside. People see me. I go places. If this was a facade, at some point it was going to fall down. I'm in people's faces too much. Somebody's going to have to see the real me. I got to keep it real. Like, that's just really how I am. And like I said, I value friendship and I value relationships. And I know that value comes from people knowing I am authentic. My favorite thing is, especially with social media, I love how you can just keep up with people. I have friends or people who have known me since kindergarten or 2nd grade and will watch an Ask video now and be like, this sounds just like you.
Yeah, I think that is like, you just authentic. I just feel like everything with you is organic. It's just like, it just come natural.
And I always say like, I'm lazy. I'm not hardworking. Stuff that don't come like natural to me or easy to me, I don't want to do it. So me doing this long, it's real.
It got to be real, because it's like, even when people try to do like talk show, podcasts, selling stuff, you see them just slowly just disappear because it's not real. And that's like, I feel like why I gravitate so much towards podcasting, and I love it so much, is because I'm doing it, like I'm not getting paid or anything for it. It's something that I really love.
I'm happy to be here and run my mouth.
I like doing it. So I just feel like that's one of your like your biggest attributes.
Thank you so much. This makes me so happy.
What is your most proud moment?
My most proud moment is, so I'm Nigerian.
You
know, my family, you know, if you know any Africans, is doctor, lawyer, engineer, right? Mm-hmm. When my family finally started watching my talk show, I walked into Thanksgiving. I didn't know at this point. My family is real big on Thanksgiving. Everybody come to Thanksgiving. It don't matter where you live. It don't matter what you're doing. Everybody try to come to my auntie house for Thanksgiving. And my uncle, I have an Uncle Morgan. He is so tough on me. As long as I've been alive, he's been tough on me. I'm left-handed. In Nigeria, it's very taboo to be left-handed. My uncle made me write. I will write with my right hand, with my left hand. I mean, with my right hand 100 times. It took me hours. But anyway, he has always been so tough on me. This is Thanksgiving. I walk in his house. He said, "Oh, Oprah is here." That's what he said to me when I walked in. He was just talking about how much he loved it and how proud he is of me. And that was my proudest moment. And I was just like, I can keep doing this. Like, I always in my mind second guess, like I cuss too much. I always got something to say. I'm so boisterous. Nobody is going to like this. My family is going to be so ashamed. My family reposts all my posts, show up to all my shows. And when I walked in my uncle's house, my toughest uncle, he embraced me. So I was like, I can keep doing this.
That's it. That's how I was like a couple weeks ago. I was sitting at my aunt's house, who raised me, and my mom passed away. They were watching her. My uncle was watching my episode. My uncle was like my biggest critic. Like, he gonna tell me what's right, what's wrong. And he texted me and was like, "Yeah, this is it." I'm like, "This gonna make me rich." He said, "This is it. Like, this is, keep going." He like, "I can tell this is for you. Like, you have to keep doing it." And just watching my auntie watch it, I'm just like, just so happy. Like, even though I'm about to finish nursing school, I was more proud of her watching me on the TV. Like, it's just a different feeling when it comes. I feel like family is our toughest. They're our most tough.
Oh, like, for sure. Yeah. They've seen me do everything. Like, especially like when my dad passed away when I was 17. Both my parents died before I was 18. So like, me finding my way with like, my older sister is like my mom, but she's not my mom. She only 10 years older than me. Me finding my way without no direction is like no small feat. So me being good at it is just like, yeah.
Great at it.
Thank you. Oh my
gosh. When other brands like reach out, because I feel like this just came to me. I wish I would have thought why didn't I think of this when I was thinking about this? You're literally the Keith Lee of like branding and like influencing. And just all things like for women, it's crazy. It just came to me because I was thinking when working with other brands, like what do you take into consideration? Because like Keith Lee, he has to be mindful now. He can't just go to this place and give him a shout out, because if he send people that way and their attitudes is trash and stuff like that, they're not going to that restaurant. They're coming to Keith Lee. And it was just me thinking about that. I'm like, oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah. Yes. So what do you consider when working with other brands? Like, what do you take into consideration?
What I take into consideration, one is, what was their experience with me if I wasn't me? You get what I'm saying? Like, I know people treat me better because I am who I am and I do what I do and they know my opinion matters. But if I wasn't, like, what was the experience like, right? Are you consistent? Are you timely? Do you actually deliver what you say you're going to deliver? And I need to be serviced by you multiple times, or I need to buy a product from you multiple times before I say something. Like, that's really what I take into consideration. And I'm very like, I'm an internet girl, okay? I'm going to be all in your Instagram comments. I'm going to make sure everybody said that they got their order. I'm going to be scrolling far back to see how long you've been doing this. I don't want somebody who, just started this fly by night. And even if that's what you want to do, I just might. But I'm very like conscious. Like I said, I just like to buy shit. Yeah. But I'm just very conscious of who I patronize. Also, do you value your customers? Do I look on your page and only see light-skinned people? Like, stuff like that. I'm like, do you really walk the walk? Yeah, do you do what you say you're gonna do? And then if you do, I be locked in with my service providers. I am a very, very loyal customer. So if I send somebody your way, or if I big you up, just know I actually love it because I can go anywhere else. I can't lie.
I just look because I'm like, what if my cards were upside down?
I do that all the time. I don't know if you ever even thought. There are several episodes of Ask Jen where I'm flipping the cards and like one is upside down.
What are your strategies? Like, what do you do? Because I seen you post something. What did you posted? You was like, what if I fall off? Somebody was like,
then don't.
Yeah, then don't. How did you? I'm not even gonna say how you stay relevant because I'm always like, okay, what's next, Jen? Where you been? I'm always like, okay, what's coming next? Like, I knew it was gonna be something. It's just like, when is it coming? That's why another reason I didn't want to ask. I'm like, I know she's working on something. She's about to do something. I'm like, but I'm just asking anyway. But you stayed, even though you wasn't doing your own thing, you were still doing something. Always. How do you stay relevant?
Relationships and connections. Like I said, you always gonna see me outside. I'm always gonna be invited to some party, some baby shower, some event, something. I'm always gonna have content. My best friend is a content creator.
She's amazing,
and an influencer. We're always gonna do something together. I like being online. Like that's what it comes down to. So like even if I'm not doing Ask Jen, there are still little ways for you to still be engaged. Also, I study a lot. Like I study talk shows. I study late night shows. Like I know how to continue and stay relevant and do what I'm supposed to do because I am a studier of the craft. Like I work hard to make sure that I'm actually good at what I do. So I'm like, even when I'm in my bag, like you said, I wasn't recording the show. I'm like, okay, let me make sure I pop back out for people to know that I'm still here. Then bookings help too. Like, I host events, I moderate events. So it's like, okay, even when I'm not recording my own show, I'm still working on my craft. I'm still doing things in front of people, even though it might not be me, I'm still working. So like that helps me as well.
I want to do. That's what I really, really, my grandma used to always tell me, you're going to be a public, my aunt too, you're going to be a public speaker. Yeah. I used to be like, she like, you write, like I can write a paper. It's so I just had a paper that was due today. I'm like, I'm going to do it tonight.
Period.
I did it so fast. I'm like, dang, now what? Like I love speaking, and I really that's what I want to speak in front. Like I want to speak in front of like large groups of people.
And it's lame for that. You doing it. You were speaking in front of a podcast is speaking in front of a large amount of people. It's not live, but you speaking in front of a large amount of people.
I love it, and it's just like it's therapeutic too. It's like I be nervous, and then as soon as I sit here and just the camera, he like, we on, we ready? He like, yeah, it's just all go out. It's like my virtual diary. Like, no two episodes are the same because no 2 days in my life, especially right now, are the same. Like it's like every day is something. I just take it all in. Today it was just so much going on, and I'm like, can you watch Zen?
That's why when you was
like a babysitter,
baby, the world is mine. Once I leave my baby with my daddy, with her daddy, I can do anything.
Yes, and y'all both said the same thing. I'm like, it's raining, because so many people will cancel at the last minute, or I'll be here like, and they just won't come, and I'm like, okay. So that's why I asked y'all, like, do y'all want to? Both of y'all was like, no. She like, ain't no rain gonna stop me.
I literally checked the weather. I said, it's gonna stop by 6. Okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
before I came here, I was worried the power was gonna go out. I did a virtual interview with the lieutenant governor at my house before I came here. So I said, Lord, please don't let the power go out.
Do you? How do you handle like criticism? Do people ever criticize your stuff?
Duh.
How do you handle it?
Where's the criticism coming from? I love feedback. If you can help me be better or want to contribute to me or my show being better, I am 100% open ears. But where that feedback is coming from, okay, an avid watcher or someone who also produces shows or someone who cares about me or concerned. People who just want to say things for the sake of saying things that actually don't have any solution. I'm so sorry. I'm just not taking that into consideration. I appreciate you watching to the point that you have an opinion to voice. But as far as listening to what you're saying, bye-bye. Thank you for your time. That's all I be having.
Yeah,
I'm grateful that you watched to the point that you had something to say.
I think her name is Charity Crew. Oh my God, that
song got me. Shout out to Charity. Me and Charity are very good homegirls.
That song, listen. It was crazy. I listened to it so much. I turned it on. I hear my daughter singing. She's 4. She was like, yesterday. I'm like,
do you know
my? She started over.
Do you know my favorite thing about Cruel? You know how it's a hit. You know how like people back in the day used to sing like "Love" or "We Belong Together." It don't matter how bad you can't sing. You are singing that song at the top of your lungs. That is Cruel.
It's So the song is 10 seconds in. I restarted it. My niece, she's new. She haven't been over in a few days, so she's not hip to it. I turn it on. Me and my daughter is singing so loud. I replayed like 3 times. She was just looking at me like,
"What is y'all in here doing?"
I said, "You need to learn the song.
It's like that.
You gotta learn it.
You gotta learn it.
Like,
get with the program, babe."
But she posted. It was like a clip from a show she did, and somebody commented like, "All that bull crap.
Yes,
you just said a bunch of nothing." It was like, what did you get out of putting that on my stuff?
People just be mean. The internet has made it so easy for people to be mean.
I made a short. It was basically saying like, if you know I love flowers and we're dating, why haven't you bought me any? Somebody commented like, maybe you need to invest in Ozempic. He just went in on me, and I was
like,
on YouTube.
I wasn't even talking to you, and all I asked for was some flowers.
And I was just thinking like, and he wrote it. It was like 3 a.m. I'm like, it's 3 a.m. You're on YouTube just writing hate mail. Like, what is people are? It's the people that's not credible to give the criticism, and it's just like you. What are your credentials? What are you doing?
And even if you had credentials, so I didn't ask for shit.
I didn't ask
for you to say a motherfucking thing to me. You don't have to. You do not have to. Thank you for taking the time, but you don't have to, and I don't need it.
Are you going to twerk in tequila?
Duh. Yeah. Am I going to twerk in tequila? I'm twerking and I'm tequila. Okay. Somebody just asked me, what am I wearing? I'm like, next week, by the end of this week, I'm going to check the weather, whatever it say.
Because it's outside, right? Yeah, I'm going.
No, it's that big pink. It's inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm like, you still got to be equipped. It be sweat. It be,
and you still need to be, you got to have a booty pants.
Okay, you got to be loose, baby. Yeah. I need to get my outfit. I'm probably going to Fashion Nova it up.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going. I'm like, that's about to be lit. And I haven't really been out, so this is.
Oh, yeah, you need to let loose.
I am. I'm coming. What's next for Jen?
What is next? Merch. Lead that baby with that daddy merch. Can't wait for that. More live shows and live experiences.
Your live show, that first show was amazing.
I had such a good time. I love live shows. That's what I'm realizing. Barry, my producer, had to beg me to do a live show the first time, and now I just can't say, oh yeah, he told the story on the live show. If you want to watch it on YouTube, the first one is fine.
You did say that. You was like,
he had to beg me. He kept asking me like, Jen, can we please do it? And I'm just like, I thought nobody was gonna come. I'm like, you can watch me on YouTube anytime. Why would you pay money to show up and buy a ticket to see me?
It was a full house.
And
in our Sunday
and it sold out in 2 hours.
Yes.
It sold out in 2 hours.
It was. I think I asked my friend, like, you want to come? She like, I'm gonna send you the money for my. Never. Okay. Are you coming or not? I can get the ticket. You can just give me the money back. Are you for sure?
Are you coming?
She didn't text me back. I'm like, I already got my ticket.
I'm buying.
Now it's sold out. So you're out of luck. You're out of luck.
Every single one of my shows is sold out. Every single one.
Yeah,
I'm just grateful, but I'm like, yeah, more live experiences and then more small curated experiences like what we did with Alexis with the Pilates class. I'm trying to just tailor more like small level experiences for women to actually get to know each other more. First, to engage in a space that's not just turn up, party, talk. And for, like I said, I'm very good at relationships. I'm very good at fostering relationships and growing. And I want to be able to create a space where more women can do that with one another.
I just joined a book club, and it's like me. I have like my friends, but I'm noticing on my journey to being a better woman, me and some of those friends are not really in alignment. So it's no beef.
It's no beef.
We can still go out, eat, go to lunch, go to something. But I'm just noticing that what you want to do on a daily basis and what I want to do, or what you want to do on your Friday and Saturday, and what I'm like, let's go to the movies, okay? And you don't. It's just like I joined the book club because I'm trying to, like Adora was saying when she was on, she's like, you just have to have like-minded people around you. And it's so hard for me to to detach from people because I look at my friends like my sisters.
As
like,
you should.
But it's like living your truth.
And the way I like to see it as is like clothes, shoes, right? You know you can't wear gym shoes everywhere. You know you can't wear a pair of 6-inch heels everywhere. You can't wear Crocs everywhere. You get what I'm saying? You need friends that feed every part of you. If you have a friend or a few friends that feed every part of you, fantastic, 100%, that's amazing. But it's okay to seek out the other things that you need. That community still needs to be there. It does not have to be all in one person. So I'm like, it, like you said, don't have to be a beef or a separation or feel like y'all are on different levels. It's just like, okay, you are my friend, but you are my friend for this. Yeah, and like that is okay. That's still a valuable relationship.
I'm getting in a space where, okay, I'm working out. I'm doing my 75 soft.
You look great, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my God. after that, like, I'm starting to want to work out with a friend. My friends my friends is here because my friends in Houston, they did it. They finished. That's who got me to do it. I'm on the phone with my friend from Houston, Alexis. I talked to her my whole workout. She like, okay, do this next. What you about to do? Wake up in the morning. Good morning. You work out? Like, I just like I'm outsourcing to
you got to and then
stuff to feed.
And that's another thing. When people talk about like bringing people on your journey, sometimes people don't be ready. People be ready when they are ready. It is not fair for you to hold somebody accountable because you wanted to do something and they not ready.
Like this day 30 for me, day 31 for me. I asked somebody to come work out. They say no. Okay, cool. I might get to day 69.
Yeah,
and she's like, I'm coming to the gym with you.
Yep.
Come on, like I'm totally for that, but I just can't.
I'm not gonna wait.
I'm not gonna wait, and I don't want to be around nobody. If I'm like, okay, I'm not drinking, I'm doing this. I'm only drinking on the weekends. I don't want to drink. It's Tuesday. Just take a shot. You being lame. You doing this. No. Now I have to. This just happened to me, and I'm like, okay, all right, y'all where y'all about to go? I'm about to meet y'all, and I get in my car and go home because it's just like respect me. Just respect my.
And that's a part
journey.
of friendship. It's just like, yeah, okay, I bully my friends, so I can't lie. I'm that bitch. I'm a bully. All my friends say I'm mean. I'm the mean one out of my friends. They say I would have never thought. Everybody say that. I don't think I'm mean either. I'm just a bitch. But very much like you, being respectful is a piece of friendship. Like I would never. To my friends say they not drinking. I'm like, oh, like no.
I said I wasn't drinking, and somebody was like, you could just. And then somebody that she was with was like, she said she not drinking. She not drinking. I'm like,
flat out.
That's right.
A good friend.
Yes. What I wanted to say is I see your friend is doing yoga. Is that a class that she's like? Because I know it was like for her intimate friends.
Oh, so she did that for her birthday. Mind you, another one of my homegirls asked us to do a workout class for her birthday a few years ago. We all was like, hell no. And then Amber did a yoga class for her birthday and I showed up. Amber and wellness is just always been a thing.
That's social.
In the city.
Social in the city, yes.
Amber Lewis, that's my best friend. We met in high school, went to college together, was roommates, and we just been locked in ever since. But wellness has always been a part of her life. Her grandma been vegan like her entire life. Always, when we was in college, she used to always do yoga and go to fitness classes. Like that was always like her thing. I was not a workout girl until I got fat and I didn't have a choice. But she did that because she was like, at this point in her life, fitness was a very big part of her life. She started really working out, engaging with trainers and things like that. She was heavy into it. And she was like, well, everybody's asking me what I'm doing for my birthday. I still need to work out at some point this week. She has a lot of fitness trainers. A lot of her friends was like in their exercise bag. So she was like, let's do this together. Let's celebrate my birthday. I seen her
hosting that.
And we had drinks afterwards.
This was not on Eventbrite.
No,
I was about to write you like, why wasn't this on Eventbrite?
Oh, she has a newsletter called The Guest List, and she puts events on there, and she invited everybody on the guest list to that event. So make sure you get on her newsletter.
I need to get on that newsletter.
I'll send you the link. Because
I was like, okay, I would have loved to do this.
She posts events every week, multiple times a week, sometimes depending on what's going on. So like, yeah.
And she is really
social in the
city is the it girl of marketing. Her marketing is top tier.
Branding, yes, campaigning, everything.
I'm top tier.
Me and Amber do a lot of things similar. And one thing that I do, I always say Oprah and Gail because like that's how it is. Oprah and Gail, I watched an interview. They said that they get along so well because they don't want each other's lives. They're both journalists, of course. They both do a lot of similar things, but
that makes a lot of sense.
But they don't want what each other have, and that's why I think me and Amber work so well. It's not no idea that I can't run past Amber.
She gonna hurry up and try to do it.
Before I got the opportunity to even do Ask Jen, Amber was like, Jen, what are you like? What are you about to do? Like, what are you doing? I don't run a photo shoot, a campaign, an outfit. Nothing that I do don't go by her, and she just be on Instagram like she's seen it for the first time every single time.
Does she do like marketing?
Yes. Amber went to Michigan State for communications. Yes. Amber is a comm major. Amber is a professional branding, marketing, copywriting, everything. Like her stuff, her personal stuff looks so clean because it's literally what she does for a living. I want to reach out to her because she is that everything. She's so talented.
Her marketing is
she's so talented. Yes. I've learned so much from her.
That's amazing. Well, I really appreciate you for coming. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me. This is so fun. Can't wait to post I enjoy coming on other people's platforms because on Agnew, I don't talk about myself like at all.
You don't.
So when I hear My questions come from the audience. If I'm doing an interview, I'm talking to the other person. So like for the questions that people bring to me and what I get to talk about, it makes me so happy. So thank you for thinking of me.
I'm so happy you came. All of the women that I had last week, I had Tiara for the plus size episode.
Yes.
I had Adore, her episode is coming out Tuesday.
Yay.
You, Dorothy, all of these women y'all are doing something amazing, and y'all are women that inspire me. And it's just like everybody that I ask come on the show is for a reason. I feel like I'm learning from you, and we don't even know each other. Like I just met her in Pilates, so it's just like I'm learning so much without you even knowing that you're teaching me. Imagine the people that's going to sit and watch it, and you're purposely giving them information to live with. So I just love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to post all that. If I could post all my episodes in one day, like, boom, 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 boom. Like, I don't care the whole, you got to post at this time. No, I'll be posting.
I'm excited. I want everybody to hear this conversation.
I'm posting my podcast now. Then I'm going to wait a few minutes and I'm posting my gym workout for the day. Like, I'm posting my stuff because
I love it.
I love doing it. And I really appreciate you for taking your time out and coming.
Girl, it's no problem.
Talk about Monday.
After a long 8-month hiatus, just because I was tired. I worked so hard like this summer. I did a lot of different things. I was like, I need to take a break. And I took a break, and I took a long break. And Ask Jenn will be back on the Uprising Network Monday, April 22nd. I said I need to hurry up and get my ass back to work, and I did. So please subscribe to Uprising Network on YouTube. If you go on there, Ask Jenn is most of what you see. That is the only show on the network right now. And subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think, because I want to hear it. Unless it's me, I don't want to hear it.
Please.
But I'm just happy to be back.
Excited.
And my pink couch is back. If you have watched Ask Jenn since the beginning, you know we started on a pink couch. We got rid of it and went to the desk. The couch is back. I missed her.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the next live show. Actually, yes.
It's coming.
I'm gonna turn my post notifications.
Please. I was like, I gotta.
It's gonna sell out. I know it's gonna sell out.
I pray it sells out. I love being in front of my audience.
Would you do something like outside?
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
I manifested it last year. It was supposed to happen, but it ended up not. Spirit Plaza. I would love to do a show at Spirit Plaza downtown.
That would be great. I see that.
So whoever is in charge of Parks and Recs, if you see this,
come
find me. Come find me. They follow my show on Instagram. They better come find me.
Okay, they gonna find you for sure. I see it's gonna happen this year. I'm manifesting that it's gonna happen. Thank you so much. This episode is. I'm so happy. I'm really fangirling. I'm happy. Thank you for coming.
You're so talented. Thank you for having me.